kids. Thanks for tuning. And you know what? Just been watching this news article about scroungers on benefits and all. This bloody woman, right? She got let off. 70 grand. No jail sentence. Ooh. Mercy. Got chucked out of court. And you know, there's like, it's a such thing as reverse racism. Because I think there is. Because I'm getting a bit suspicious now. These judges who are like playing mamby-pamby, blah-de-blah-de-blah, fucking bullshit shits. In bloody, you know, in courtrooms. And, oh, this is my courtroom. You do not respect anyone in here unless I tell you to. And if I don't tell you to, and I won't tell you to, in other words, don't have an opinion within a courtroom. Because reverse racism, this is what it's all about, right? You can't convict somebody who has darker skin because you'll be classed as racist. So you have to reverse the charges and, you know, and...
So what happens if you get a really good tan and you've got darker skin?
So now, it's like...
Exactly, totally ignored that. Exactly.
Well, that's like half irrelevant, but not fully irrelevant. It's like, it's something you can pick out of a music box and try and make a tune out of the like little flecks of useless information. And it's normally a very difficult process to perform, but one day in our
one of them
lives...
80s kids programmes, you know, the spiders.
The spiders? Oh, you're thinking of the Fingerbobs.
Fingerbobs. Bummy Bob.
Oh, fucking hell. Bobby.
Bobby.
Or Mick. Nothing like rainwater for the top end.
Oh, God, it's got bright. Anywho.
See, that's what I mean. See, Islamic extremists are very extremely...
Extreme.
Yep.
Why do you have to get so deep?
Racist against
Talk about nice
Westerners.
Things. Don't get
so it's reverse
deep.
racism in the courtroom.
Why do you always get so deep?
Because I'm drowning.
What, in your own bullshit?
Well, no, other people's bullshit more like... but oof. Anyway.
Anywho.
The sole purpose of this fucking pointless, stupid bastard video is talk about remakes and... Well, you know, it's not...
That light's very bright.
Look. What was that? Oh, that was me lamb speaking out, you see. Gonna make a curry with this beautiful fucking lamb shortly.
It's obviously still alive if it's making noises.
Yeah, it was making noises. It didn't go but
Ram you.
It didn't utter Ramadan neither because it's not pork. So
Anywho,
we were talking about fucking
remakes,
no
films.
We were talking about that. Fucking hell. Oh, look at this. Before we go any further, I'll have to show you me boots. These new boots I got for work, right? Because I'm sick of banging me fucking shins on them fucking toe bars and the bastard stillages. I mean, look at this! Look at that! Look at it! Look at this! Look at that fucking massive... Oh, bruise. Oh, left leg. Oh, look at this. Oh! You know, I've gone all week, day shift I've been on. All fucking week, right? And guess what? I've avoided it like the worst plague since a black plague. And I still, 2 o'clock, PM, Friday, smack. Fucking hell, that bloody well hurt. So I got some rigger boots, didn't I? But they're not fucking high enough. They don't come up high enough to protect me fucking shins, bro. I love these boots. I don't want to wear them for work.
But they're too nice. They go with his jacket.
They are. Oh, look at that. They match me jacket and everything,
So
man.
I don't think you should wear them for work. I think you should get a second pair.
I mean, these are proper safety boots. Steel toe caps. Fucking fur line. Look at that. The brilliant winter boots. I'm not going to fucking ruin them. Wearing them for fucking work. Fuck that.
Considering the winter boots, but you still need them now, even though it's June. But, you know, it's English weather.
It's been nice weather today, but it's going to be winter tomorrow.
Again.
You know what? I read this article the other day. I read a few articles about the fucking how hot the summer's going to be. Hottest summer in existence.
No, they say that everywhere. That when I was living down south in early 90s, they said we're going to have the greenhouse effect. I'm still waiting for it.
Fucking hottest summer ever.
I would say more like the Alaskan effect.
Every single year they say the same
Greenhouse
fucking
effect.
things. Greenhouse. Well, whoa,
It's June and it's
we're
still
going to have an
fucking
Indian
cold.
summer. Hottest summer you've ever experienced. And then it fucking snows. You know what I mean? And then it comes winter, December, and it's fucking red hot. No one pisses off anymore on fucking winter because you might as well stop here.
Yeah, because you can't go anywhere else, because if you go abroad, you get shot anyway, so...
Oh, I know. You know, I'm scared of airports. I'm scared of planes. I never used to be, but I am now because of all this fucking shit that's going on in the bastard world.
Anyway, we weren't going to talk about that. We were
I'm
talking
not talking about the...
Stop whinging. Stop whinging. We're talking about remakes. And actually, I was going to talk, moan on about how much I like Stephen King, but how much he moans on.
Oh, Stephen King. Yeah.
We were talking about his films. I love his films, but it's like he gets near the end and he's like, oh, I don't know how to end it, so I just end it. Really shitly. It's like The Stand. I love the film The Stand. It's brilliant and it introduces you to different characters, but when you read the book, oh my God, it gives you the bra size, the knicker size of every woman in it. It gives you the shoe size of every bloke. And then you get bored by about the third chapter. And it's the same with the film. The Stand, it went on 2 discs. It was excellent. But you got near the end, it was really good, and then he decides to put this lottery hand down. It's you. Ruins the entire film.
You won.
He ran out of an idea, so he killed it. Absolutely killed it. The only film I like by Stephen King, mind, is It, but that's the film that made me scared of clowns.
Why are we talking about this again?
Because I needed to. Because I want to see if anybody else expresses the same as me.
We've already mentioned Stephen King in another video.
I'm moaning about it again. And we're going to moan about remakes because I'm sick of remakes. Remakes of films because they can't come up with their own films these days. It's always remakes.
Well, some of them are alright. Well, you know, some of them.
I watch a remake of The Evil Dead. Me and Robin watched a remake of The Evil Dead.
Well, the first one was shit anyway.
A few weeks ago. And it was just... We didn't even watch the full film. We watched 45 minutes of it. And it was just gore. And we just switched it off. That was it. Just gore. Because now all they've got is effects. That's it. No storyline. I know the first one didn't have much of a storyline, but it was still quite good. It wasn't scary, but it's still... They've remade Poltergeist.
I watched it.
I won't even watch it because...
I'm not talking about that again, man.
I was scared of the first one because I put it on when I was a bairn. I was scared of the first one.
I watched it in South Africa, man.
But I'm not watching that. And what other remakes have you watched that is disappointing?
Disappointing, right? The Hitcher was terrible.
Oh, that was just diabolical. It was a couple, and in the first one, it wasn't a couple, it was just a man.
And whatever remakes have I watched what's been absolutely diabolically bad? Shit. There's been a fucking few. But by the same token, there's been a few good fucking remakes that I
Some of the
enjoy
remakes
better.
are good.
For instance, like Narrow Margin. That's best. I love what Gene Hackman says when he's on top of the train. He's lying down on top of the train and this like woman stood over him with a gun. You know, she's one of the fucking gangsters and that. And like he says to her, "You know what I like about you? You're tall." There's a bridge coming up. Flat.
That's good, aye.
I mean, I've seen the old 50s version of that. It's not much different, but it's not as action-packed, obviously, with black and white old film. And Cape Fear, the Martin Scorsese remake.
Is that the one with Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
That was a good film.
Nick Nolte.
That was a good film. I did like that.
And the original 1963 version, I think 62, 63, it was still good for its day. Robert Mitchum played Robert De Niro's part. Near tattoos, though. None.
Oh, no, he was covered in the new one, wasn't he?
Yeah. But the thing is, Robert Mitchum from the original and Gregory Peck were both appeared in the remake, you know, as different characters.
But I seen Cape Fear years ago, so I can't remember all of it.
Yeah, Robert De Niro was a fucking...
He plays a scary bad bloke, like,
he was. Juliette Lewis was the daughter of Nick Nolte and, what's she called again in it? Oh man, I can't remember her fucking name.
It's years since I've seen it. I can't even remember. No, it's gone.
Joe John Baker's in it. What's her fucking name?
It will come to us when we're not thinking of it.
Anyway, that was a good remake.
And I got given Total Recall to watch. Colin Farrell.
Oh my god.
I have never even bothered watching it because
Don't.
how can you remake an Arnie film?
I tried to, it's rubbish.
Did you try watching
It's terrible, man.
I've been told not to watch
It's
it because it's
shit.
supposed to be terrible. You can't re-watch a remake. Rewatch? I'm talking shit now. Well, now unusual there.
Fucking Essex, you know what I mean?
Well, exactly.
Oh.
But anywho, I have been advised not to watch the remake of Total Recall
good
because
advice.
it's terrible, apparently. Well, I got advised not to watch The Hitcher, but I watched it.
I did.
And I couldn't get over how shit it was. There was no suspense. There was nothing.
Oh no.
Not one bit of suspense in it.
Absolutely bugger all in the way of suspense. No good music and out. Mark Isham did the original score and
It was just everything about it. It wasn't even the same. There was a couple. In the first one, it was a lad travelling alone.
yeah, so it's more
The only
secluded,
thing
isn't
they
it?
kept the same is when they tied the lass to the trucks and they pulled. But there was no suspense in that
No,
because
but they didn't. They tied him. To it,
they
didn't
tied him to it instead. It was terrible, absolutely terrible.
As much as I like Sean Bean, he's not like he couldn't play that part as well as Rutger Hauer like that.
Rutger Hauer was a creepy, creepy bad guy. He was good.
He must have like
Studied serial killers or something.
But I reckon in a past life he had a penchant for fucking things with salt and vinegar and ketchup on them.
Yes, because in the original, C. Thomas Howell, he was eating his chips and he found the finger in it, didn't he?
Aye. How did he fucking sneak in to put that in there?
How do you do that? I just put your finger in with the
That's
chips.
how creepy he is.
But that's
he
how
was in
good
that.
it was. Aye.
You just don't know. It leaves you thinking, doesn't it?
But the remake was
And
absolutely...
even at the end, when it finishes, it's like, so why? It's like, why did he terrorise him and choose him? I think he just wanted somebody to kill him, and he chose him to kill him.
He just picked his victim and he just terrorised him, and that was his thrill in life.
He says, kill me if you can, sort of thing. Because I don't think, actually, Rutger Hauer in that film liked himself. He knew he was a serial killer and he couldn't stop.
He needed to pick someone that he could target himself on.
He needed somebody to stop him, and he picked him.
And he knew, I think he knew he couldn't.
It was like a cat and mouse between them to stop me if you can.
It was a bit like Itchy and Scratchy in The Simpsons.
I don't watch that very often. When I was down Plymouth, fucking it was forced upon me, so didn't have to say it.
No, there's a lot of remakes. There's a lot of remakes that are shit, but there's the odd one that's good. Odd one that's good.
I must admit, I did like I Spit on Your Grave.
I wasn't all keen on that.
No, the remake. I mean,
I wasn't all keen on the remake, to be honest, either. I didn't really like any of them.
I've already mentioned the fucking remake.
I didn't even like the original. Didn't even like the original.
You haven't even seen it.
I fucking watched that years ago with my sister.
All right then, forget that. I'll mention another film, The Last House
on the Left.
Yeah.
I watched the remake.
Yeah, I watched it with you.
Yes, and
at your house.
Yes, and what did we say?
Last House on the Left.
Unnecessary rape scene that didn't need to be in it.
It was in the original as well.
Yeah, but it was unnecessary and it went on far too long, and I still think there was an unnecessary scene. It didn't need to be in there, and it didn't need to go on as long as it did.
I don't like rape scenes.
It didn't have any part of the film. You could have just saw him.
It did.
Yeah, you could have just seen him knocking it at the ground. You would have guessed what he was doing. You didn't need to see the entire scene.
I suppose.
It was in bad taste. Very bad taste.
Well, the original was the same. And that's why Wes Craven...
Wes Craven's kind of... slips aside a bit, I think.
What are you talking about? He fucking directed it.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't need a rape scene that went on that long. You didn't need a rape scene that went on that long.
I know you didn't.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about something else. Wes Craven directed the 1972 version, and there was the same rape scene was in it.
I know.
Not the same one, obviously.
Well, obviously it won't, but...
It was bloody... That was horrible enough for 1972.
Exactly, so why have a rape scene that goes on that long? Why need it?
Because I think the intention is...
Wes Craven's...
To make you... Like, when these people actually get killed, it makes you revel in it more. That's why. Just like I Spit on Your Grave. That's why the rape scene in both versions went on for such a prolonged period of time.
But if he's not gonna...
Because if that happens, right, that means that when they get the comeuppance, it's like, it's brilliant. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, but everybody knows that watches them films anyway. When they hit the last of the ground, they start raping them. That's all you need to see.
I know, it's horrible. You
know that's what's happening. You don't need to carry it on that long. And I think that's the mistake in both them films.
I've just explained to you why directors do that.
Yeah, but I don't agree with it, okay.
Well, I've just... You're asking me why... Or asking anyone why.
I'm not asking you why, I'm just
So I'm explaining to you why they do that.
I don't agree with it.
Fair enough. Neither do I. Well, I think it's not a good thing, but it's appropriate for the revenge attacks. That's what I'm saying. Because it makes it like, say, for instance, I'll put it another way. Say I Spit on Your Grave, right? If we cut it down a bit... Nothing happens to her except she gets like verbally abused and beat up a little bit, and then when she leave the rest in, when she gets her revenge, it's gonna leave the viewer thinking, Why has she gone out of her way to do all that when I've
No.
only beat her up a bit?
I've just
That's what I'm saying.
explained what they could have done. They could have just shown a bit of the rape scene and then left it at that.
I know, but we're going round in fucking
Oh, we are,
circles.
because you've just said leave it out, and then they'll be thinking, why are they doing it? I've
That's
just
what I've
explained
just said.
why. All right, we'll agree to disagree. Okay.
It's because she said to me earlier, I'm a film buff. Film buff? Where from? Fucking Bradford. Fucking hell.
And where you from? Fucking space?
Yeah, well, yeah, I must be, because I'm looking down from space as I speak, and I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on here? If there is a God, he must be looking down at this planet and laughing at them all.
It's called Cod. He's looking up from us from the sea.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Oh, God. I'm going to have to sniff my boots for that.
Oh, Cod.
Do you want one to sniff?
Oh, Cod. Let's
only-
sniff a boot.
Yeah, I've only worn them once.
Oh, it doesn't smell like you've worn them at all.
No, they'll smell now.
That doesn't echo.
Oh, should wait.
Who am I?
It does. It just came to my boot, so it must have like rebounded from one to the other. See?
Who am I? Woohoo!
Oh.
I like a booty call.
I like a bit of a booty when it's
A booty. Booty call.
car boots. That's what I'm on about. Nah, fuck that. Oh,
Oh, by the way, and obviously, Linda, you will watch this at some point, but I just need to set your mind at rest. Ray Liotta, that film, Something Wild, was 1986, and the film you're on about was Eden Lake. Just to set your mind at rest, because I know she will watch it.
Eden Lake.
Eden Lake.
Is that one about them?
Well, the couple that went on a honeymoon camping and the kids terrorised them. That's what it's called, Eden Lake. Just thought I'd set your mind at rest.
And they got killed to death, they did.
Do you get killed to death? I thought you got killed and then you were alive.
Oh.
You fucking Kim.
See, this lad the other day, Scotty, one of YouTube's subscribers, he was on about modern horror films and he mentioned fucking the Human Centipede and
Ooh, what? That bloke that directed that must have been twisted.
fucking Thingy 6. Well, yeah, well, he got death threats on fucking...
I'm not
Facebook.
surprised. And Human Centipede 2. Why would you want to sew people's faces to someone's arse and then shit through their arses?
Horrible.
Shit through their faces so
Shut
they
up, man.
shit out. I mean, what is wrong with him? He is more twisted than Quentin Tarantino. I mean, I saw an interview of Quentin Tarantino, right? And the interviewer said, what makes you come up with these ideas for films? And he said, if I didn't put them into films, I'd be a serial killer. And he laughed. Fair enough. Why hasn't anybody interviewed the director of the Human Centipede 1 and 2? And what is his answer going to be? I sew people's faces to their asses so they shit out their mouth. What's his answer going to be?
Thing is,
I want people to eat shit and die.
this idea came about because they were trying to figure out a suitable solution for paedophiles. And that's how the idea fucking arose.
Aroused, you were going to say.
He's got a dirty mind, this fucking dyke, you know
You
what I mean?
nearly said aroused. Yeah, well, that's what that...
No, I said arose. I nearly said arise.
You nearly said aroused. Well, that's probably a good idea. All of the paedophiles in the world sew their faces to another lad's arse. So they eat shit and then die.
Apparently, the third one
It's the third one.
Yeah.
What is wrong with that director?
It's in a-
What is his obsession with eating shit and shitting it out?
It's in a prison, and it's free. There's like a few hundred like people on this one sort together. It was free in the first one. About fucking how many in the second one? 20 or something.
It sounds like the fucking hokey cokey, but everyone's mouth sewn to each other's arse.
I'm not gonna. I don't even want to.
It's like a different version of hokey cokey. But it's like a different hokey cokey, but all their asses are sewn to their mouths. I'm never going to sing that again if I go to a party and everyone's walking with their hands on their asses going, oh, hokey cokey. And then 10 minutes later, your mouth's going to be on the person in front's arse.
I'll tell you what.
I'm never going to say that song in the same way.
Oh, God.
Oh, hokey cokey.
Aye.
Knees stretch, arms stretch, swallow, swallow, swallow.
Did you see it? Oh. Did you see the first one? This Japanese bloke.
I couldn't watch it. It was on TV. I flicked through, and he was just sewing them. No, I couldn't watch it.
Oh, it's sick. Like
I mean, I've watched some horror films in my time. No, there's something wrong with that director. He's either a paedophile, or he's a paedophile.
No,
or he likes the smell of shit.
I've just told you before. It was an idea drafted up by some drunks in a pub how to punish paedophiles, and he got hold of the idea, and that's why he's made them films. But he's gone beyond that now. He's got a fucking fetish, I think.
Of shit?
Of arses.
And bomb souls? Of asses. Of asses, I tell you, asses.
I can't remember his name. I know his surname, Six. Should be called Sick.
Sick? Oh my God. Like I said, it's a hokey cokey, isn't it? Oh, that's gross. No films turn my stomach, but that does.
That's awful. The only good one's the first one. Hey, that's not good.
How is that good?
No, I mean...
Oh, I can't wait to get my lips sewn to that person's arse.
It's disturbing. It's fucking disturbing.
No shit, literally. No pun intended.
It's that Japanese bloke when he guns. I'm sorry, I'm gonna shit.
Oh, no, I never watched it even that far. I seen him on the beds and that was it.
It was horrible, honestly. It's fucking... oof.
Shit. Like I said, no pun intended. Obviously it was. There's something wrong with him, like, at least Tarantino acted out in his films in a normal way. Yeah, his films are a bit psychopathically. But, oh my God. Lips sewn to arses. That's a whole new meaning, isn't it?
Best film Tarantino did was Jackie Brown.
I like that, but I also love Dusk Till Dawn because...
That wasn't a Tarantino film.
It was!
No, it wasn't.
He was in it.
He was in it, but it wasn't a film by him.
It was his film.
No, it wasn't!
Right, everybody put on now. Wasn't it by a Tarantino?
No. I'll tell you who directed that.
Dawn.
I'll tell you who directed it.
Quentin Tarantino loved that idea of that film.
That's why
he was in directing it with him.
I'll tell you who directed that film, shall I? Robert fucking Rodriguez.
Yes, and he did it with him. But it was excellent because it was a normal Tarantino film. That's what I liked about it. And you didn't, in a million years, expect it to turn into vampires.
It wasn't a Tarantino film.
I loved it.
Robert Rodriguez film, man. The
same
director who did bloody Desperado.
Who gives a shit? Tarantino was in it anyway. Anywho, so you expected it to be a normal film like him, you know, when they're killing people and stuff. And then when it turned into vampires, it was excellent. I don't care what you say, but I loved From Dusk Till Dawn. I thought it was mint.
I thought it was shit.
And if you ever go into a nightclub and you can't get out, you're in the titty twister, try and get out. It was an excellent film. I don't give a shit about what you say.
Bollocks.
I know a lot of people that love that film, and it is an excellent film.
I know one person who
I
doesn't
like
it.
vampire films, though.
Mwah.
I like vampire films.
That's because you won yourself. From fucking Essex, you know.
So I've got sunglasses on.
Ah, exactly. Shades.
No, it's
Fucking
not daylight.
soon. Oh, well, it's jolly. Fucking them bastards.
I know a lot of people that love that film, and it is an excellent film.
Everyone thinks Killing Zoe is a Tarantino film.
Killing Zoe. I remember the title, but I don't think I've probably seen it, but it was years old, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 90s.
I've heard of it. I don't know whether
That
I've
was
seen it.
Roger Avery directed that.
I've heard of it, but...
Fucking True Romance. People think that's a...
Is that the Christian Slater film?
He's in it, yeah.
So I never watched it because I never liked him.
Everyone says, oh, it's a Tarantino film. Is it? Fuck. That's Roger Avery. Is it Robert?
Robert Rodriguez.
It's one of the... No, it might be...
I never liked Christian
it's not
Slater,
Tarantino,
though.
anyway. Nah, I was never keen on that.
I didn't like him.
I watched Mobsters years ago and
I didn't like that either.
I used to get false and that. Well, they all were. It was like fucking watching Grey and Jill or something, watching that, wasn't it? It was, because they're all like little... They weren't scary. They weren't scary at all. They had to add the violence bits in to make it more effective, but it didn't
Scary
work.
six formers with the pencils. Ah!
Aye.
I loved Green Jill.
Oh, make sure you got a pencil sharpener in your hand just in case it gets blood. You know what I mean?
A fucking 30-inch ruler.
Aye.
Oh, I loved Green Jill,
I liked it, like, fucking late 70s and that.
No, I liked it, obviously, exactly like 1980 when
Seaman Tucker was
Samo and Tucker and that. I loved it then. It was brilliant.
Fucking Trish Yates and that.
And Gripper.
Yeah.
Gripper the baddie Gripper with the proper... What was it? What did he have? Teddy boy hairdo.
Yeah.
Gripper.
Do you remember the music?
Dum 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 dum.
And it had the sausage with the fork.
Aye. It was a comic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a comic strip out of the
and then went on for years, and it was like, no, it's not Grand Joe anymore.
And it was all conservative and like
shit, and the language got boring.
Correct and all that, you know.
The language got boring, and that it was just boring, And half the cast of him, in fact, nearly all the cast of Green Jill from 1980 ended up in EastEnders.
Aye. Well, look at Todd Carty.
Todd Carty, who played Tucker, he was in there.
Yeah.
Susan Tully, who played his sister, she was in there. Well,
he was the original fucking... Then he left it. No, he wasn't the original... There's two actors before him in EastEnders played his part. And he was the third one.
Aye, that was right, because the first one topped himself on cocaine. The first original character that played Mark in EastEnders topped himself in real life on a cocaine overdose.
Did he? That must be a horrible OD because cocaine's an upper. So his heart must have exploded.
Well, it must have been cocaine or heroin, something like that. But
heroin, then.
He was only in a couple of episodes of it, and then he OD'd, and then Todd Carty came into it.
Todd Carty.
God, we're showing our age now, you know. I don't care. The old days of TV were the best.
Yeah. Nowadays, you had good fucking sitcoms back then. Especially in the 70s. Like Fawlty Towers, you know what I mean?
Oh, that was excellent. Oh.
They only made 12 episodes, man. They made 6 episodes in 1975, 6 episodes in 1979.
But it was like, Only Fools and Horses, I absolutely loved.
Well, it's not like Only Fools and Horses at all.
No, I loved Only Fools and Horses.
Because that's still ongoing, and it's...
No, it's not.
They made fucking millions of episodes of that.
They made them till 93.
Fawlty Towers, right? They only made 12 episodes.
Oh, that was funny, like. He was a right wanker, like, wasn't he? Would you ever stop at Fawlty Towers?
Yeah, just to see what it was like.
Do you remember the episode with the Waldorf salad one?
Yeah.
When he had to play all of the characters.
Listen, Sal, I've seen them all. I can recite them all. Waldorf salad. The American bloke comes up. He's on about... I
Where's
just
the
had
chef?
to drive down this back street alley to call it M6.
Where's the chef? Oh, that was it. When it sacked everybody, and he had to play the chef and everybody.
I was pretending there was a chef in there, but there wasn't. It was like... My favourite one was the bloody... Maybe two favourite ones, the psychiatrist and the one when he... Gourmet night, when he had to go and get the bloody duck. And he gets swapped for a fucking trifle.
I can't remember that. It's been years since I watched
God.
it.
Oh, that's the episode when he's bashing his fucking...
Oh, when he's bashing the car with
Aye.
the bush.
I'm gonna give you a jolly good thrashing. And like, it was a Morris bloody 1100. And they had a reputation for not starting them cars. Fucking hell. And they were very popular in the 70s.
No, I think the only thing that was good is because it was John Cleese. He's one of the best British actors ever going. Him like, isn't he?
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, John Cleese is one of the best British actors going.
He's not an actor. He's like he is an actor, but
Don't try and undermine me. John Cleese as Basil is one of the best actors going.
You're using the wrong words.
He is one of the best actors ever. How am I using the wrong words?
Because you get mixed up with, like, people...
Oh, sorry, comedians then. Is that what you want me to say? Comedians?
No, not really.
So you're trying to undermine me? Oh, yeah? Yeah, trying to be
Best
flash.
actors.
Right, who else would explain John Cleese? Is he a best actor or comedian? What would you say is a best actress? How would you describe John Cleese then?
He doesn't act that much. He's only been in a handful of films.
All right, dramatic person then.
Well, a handful.
So how would
A few
you...
handfuls.
Exactly. How am I getting it wrong? You're undermining me.
Because
So how would you describe him then?
you've just more or less said he's the best British actor.
I said he's one of the best British actors.
But he's not recognisable as being a great actor. He's recognisable from Monty Python and Fawlty Towers and some films he's been in. He's not like up there with the big boys.
All right, then, I'll rephrase it. In my eyes, he's one of my favourite British actors.
Right.
Is that better for you?
Be opinionated. That makes
that
more
better?
sense.
Is one of my... Oh, exactly, undermined me, you twat. He's one of my favourite British actors.
Flowery
A lot of
twats.
people will probably agree, but he is.
Fawlty Towers.
Fawlty Towers. Fawlty Towers. He was good in Clockwise as well.
Fatty Owls.
Fatty Owls, alright. He was good in Clockwise as well.
Oh, it's brilliant, that. 1984.
When he was trying to get his head teachers convention. That
No.
was brilliant.
The headmaster's convention. The thing is,
You always undermine me. Oh my God.
it was a headmaster's convention,
You
but
don't have to word it word for word.
the thing
Like he
is,
actually does.
he was obsessed. The film was about, he's obsessed with timekeeping. Obsessed. Hence the title, Clockwise. Every time someone comes to his office or someone's walking across a playground, he's always looking at his watch. 10:30, 10:15, you know, at the beginning of that. And he's got this important headmaster's conference.
He leaves his speech on the train.
He fucking gets the wrong train. And then when he realises he gets off the train to get the proper train, he's left his fucking bloody briefcase on the fucking, his speech and everything.
And then he gets a sixth former to give him a lift.
Aye. Who one of the teachers had an affair with. Mr. Stimpson.
Mr. Stimpson! That's it, Mr. Stimpson!
And then 3 old women.
And then he ends up with these fucking 3 old women
One of them keeps going on about sherry glasses.
That have got
The other
dementia.
The other one keeps going, asking, are you a doctor? And,
they've got
and the other one's going on about the something else. Oh, God.
They've got dementia, then he ends up in a mosque. Was it a mosque? No, a
No,
monk's.
it's not a mosque.
No, it's a monk's.
monastery.
A monastery, aye.
And none of them speak. It's like...
Oh, they've taken a vow of silence.
Millions. Oh, he gone through the ringer all right. Just because he fucking got the wrong train.
And he actually gets there in time, even though his suit's hanging off, and he takes them two, them three dementia women with him.
Oh, God.
And that sixth form is excellent film, like.
Because them three women, one of them's going on about sherry glasses in the will or something. The other one's gone on about doctors. And the other one's talked about fucking... Oh, the mental. I mean, I wouldn't care. I'm sure, like, at least two of them old women have been in episodes of Fawlty Towers.
They have. They've been in a lot of British films and programmes since, actually.
Fawlty Towers, I mean, obviously aye, because she's the one who gourmet, right? And she had the raw fucking. Oh my God! I think I'm going to be sick. He says, "Oh, would you like a cooked one?" That was her.
Aye.
She's the one who keep thinking like she was. Everyone's a doctor and that. It's like up there.
Oh, he was good in A Fish Called Wanda as well, wasn't he?
Aye, Michael Palin as well, and
And when he had the stuff. And he loved pets, and he kept trying to save them dogs and them free dogs. Yeah,
Oh,
he
no.
loved them women's dogs, them terriers.
no, they were trying
Every
to kill her.
single one of them died.
Aye, they tried to kill her, but they kept missing and killing the pets instead.
And he was gutted. Well, obviously, the ultimate thing, obviously, with John Cleese was obviously the Monty Pythons.
Oh,
I think with him,
sketches.
I think it's because he can keep such a straight face.
I don't know how he kept a straight face doing the fucking silly walks, ministry silly walks.
That is one of the best episodes, isn't it?
I mean, I must admit, I didn't like the feature films.
I like
Grail,
Life of Brian. That was funny.
I couldn't get away with them. Karen tried to play them to me.
No, the
when I
Life of
round
Brian
hers.
was the best one.
Couldn't get away with them, man. I know there's a lot of controversy about which one was it? The Life of Brian. And
I did like that one.
at the time when it was released, a lot of fucking blasphemy and all this.
But the Ministry of the Silly Walk was
Trying
absolutely.
to ban it and all that.
That was funny as hell.
Oh, fuck it.
And they're keeping their keeping their faces straight when they're doing that walk.
It's him. Aye.
How does he do it?
I don't know. It's like...
Oh, and no, they came here for an argument. No, you haven't. Yes, I have. I've come here for an argument.
I've told you. I'm not allowed to argue with you unless you've paid. Brother's paid! No, you haven't. Yes, I have. No, you haven't. You've got to pay unless...
Oh, when he's going on the mountain hike.
Oh, that one! When he's like...
When he's seen double. So, did you and your friend want to come? There's just
No,
me.
we've got to build a bridge between the two peaks of Kilimanjaro.
Do you and your friend want to come? No, it's just me. All right, then, so you both want to come.
That's one of my favourites. I'm going to jump into the tea chest. Anyway, Hamid. Oh.
Anywho, we've bored the shit out of you now. But
Yeah.
we'll see you again soon.
Yeah. Now, we're in mind to watch something funny. No, I'm going to chop something. I want to do a fucking lamb.
He's going to chop Shaun the Sheep up.
Oh.
Bye.
Oi, mate! I'm trying to get some fucking sleep, you bastard!